Okay. Hello, welcome to day 100 of the bulk, which is crazy. But I wanted to do something like different today, but I don't know if I will. I think it might just be a regular day. But yeah. So what I want to do today, I want to hit the gym, hit my macros, do cardio, stretch. I want to do half of my accounting homework for the week. Edit yesterday's video, read all that stuff. But if I do anything, I will probably let y'all know during my second meal. Sadly, I was 169.2 this morning, which I don't even know how that's possible. But it's whatever. We move. I don't know. Maybe my dinner last night was like too small. Like I should have had like a whole meal, but oh well. I'll do better today. But what else? Yeah, I think that's it for now. So here's the macros for breakfast, and here's my bread, jam, eggs, bread, turkey, bacon, cheese, and then my yogurt bowl. I don't know how I feel about this cereal. Obviously it's good, because how is cereal gonna be bad? But I think my favorite between this one, the Catalina Crunch, and then the Costco cereal that my mom got would be the Costco cereal. So next time we go, we'll probably get that again. But yeah, okay. I will see y'all when I am doing whatever I'm doing next. Goodbye. Okay. I've literally done like absolutely nothing today. But I have what I'm eating next, which is not even a meal. Today was just not a good day, unfortunately, which is kind of terrible for day 100, but I don't know. I still could eat like a ton of calories at the end of the day, but I'm gonna have this milkshake and this bowl of strawberries. I hope you can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna read after this, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and yeah, who knows? I might get food after. Oh no, actually I won't, because I have no money in my account. So I'll come home and I'll probably have like a really large meal to end the day. But yeah, anyways, it can still be salvaged is what I'm really trying to say. Okay, there's still a lot of time left. But I also don't have class tomorrow, so I don't have to wake up early, which is always good. But I do still need to do my homework and edit and stuff. So I will see y'all when I'm talking about what I read. Oh wait, here's the macros for this meal. Goodbye. Okay. So today for our reading, this is actually me from the future. Today we read the final chapters of Joshua, which were actually pretty interesting. I'll definitely read all of chapter 23. So it's titled Joshua's Final Plea. So this is his final plea to the Israelites before he dies. So it says, "Many years later, after the Lord had given the Israelites rest from all their enemies round about them, and when Joshua was old and advanced in years, he summoned all of Israel and said to them, 'I am old and advanced in years. You have seen all that the Lord your God has done for you against all these nations, for it has been the Lord your God who fought for you.'" So this is kind of going to be like a summary of everything that happened in Joshua, which is why I like it and I want to read it. It says, "See, I have apportioned among your tribes as their heritage the nations that survive, as well as those I destroyed between the Jordan and the Great Sea in the west. The Lord your God will drive them out and dispossess them at your approach, so that you will take possession of their land, as the Lord your God promised you. Therefore be strong and be careful to observe all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, never turning from it right or left, or mingling with these nations that survive among you. You must not invoke their gods by name, or swear by them, or serve them, or bow down to them. But you must hold fast to the Lord your God, as you have done up to this day. At your approach, the Lord has dispossessed great and strong nations. Not one has withstood you up to this day. One of you puts to flight 1,000, because it is the Lord your God himself who fights for you, as he promised you. As for you, take great care to love the Lord your God, for if you ever turn away from him and join with the remnant of these nations that survive among you by intermarrying and intermingling with them. Know for certain that the Lord your God will no longer dispossess these nations at your approach. Instead, they will be a snare and a trap for you, a scourge for your side, and thorns for your eyes, until you perish from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. Today, as you see, I am going the way of all the earth. So now acknowledge with your whole heart and soul that not one of all the promises the Lord your God made concerning you has failed. Every one has come true for you, not one has failed. But just as every promise the Lord your God made to you has come true for you, so will he bring upon you every threat, even so far as to exterminate you from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. If you transgress the covenant of the Lord your God, which he enjoined on you, to go and serve other gods and bow down to them, the anger of the Lord will flare up against you, and you will quickly perish from the good land he has given you. So, and when he says going the way of all the earth, it just means that he's close to dying. So, yeah, that's all of chapter 23, which is very interesting. It's kind of like what Moses did before he died. But then anyways, chapter 23, or 24, I'm sorry, starts with the covenant ceremony, where Joshua gathers all the tribes of Israel, and he addresses them saying, "Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, in times past your ancestors down to Terah, father of Abraham and Nahor, lived beyond the river and served other gods, but I brought your father Abraham from the region beyond the river, and led him through the entire land of Canaan. I made his descendants numerous, and gave him Isaac. To Isaac I gave Jacob and Esau. To Esau I assigned the mountain region of Seir to possess, while Jacob and his children went down to Egypt. Then I sent Moses and Aaron and struck Egypt with the plagues and wonders that I wrought in her midst. Afterwards I led you out. And when I led your ancestors out of Egypt, you came to the sea, and the Egyptians pursued your ancestors to the Red Sea with chariots and charioteers. When they cried out to the Lord, he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, upon whom he brought the sea, so that it covered them. Your eyes saw what I did to Egypt, after you dwelt a long time in the wilderness. I brought you into the land of the Amorites, who lived east of the Jordan. They fought against you, but I delivered them into your power. You took possession of their land, and destroyed them at your approach. Then Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, prepared to war against Israel. He summoned Balaam, son of Beor, to curse you, but I would not listen to Balaam. Instead, he had to bless you, and I delivered you from his power. Once you crossed the Jordan and came to Jericho, the citizens of Jericho fought against you, but I delivered them also into your power. And I sent the hornets ahead of you, which drove them, the Amorites, Perizzites, Canaanites, Hittites, Girgashites, Hivites, and Jebusites, out of your way. It was not your sword or your bow. I gave you a land you did not till, and cities you did not build to dwell in. You ate of vineyards and olive groves you did not plant. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him completely and sincerely. Cast out the gods your ancestors served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. If it is displeasing to you to serve the Lord, choose today whom you will serve, the gods your ancestors served beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose country you are dwelling. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord." But the people answered, it says, "Far be it from us to forsake the Lord to serve other gods. For it was the Lord our God who brought us and our ancestors up out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. He performed those great signs before our very eyes, and protected us along our entire journey and among all the people through whom we passed. At our approach, the Lord drove out all the peoples, including the Amorites who dwelt in the land. Therefore we will also serve the Lord, for he is our God." And then it says that Joshua responded to the people, You may not be able to serve the Lord, for he is a holy God. He is a passionate God, who will not forgive your transgressions or your sins. If you forsake the Lord and serve strange gods, he will then do evil to you and destroy you after having done you good. But the people answered to Joshua, "No, we will serve the Lord." And Joshua therefore said to the people, "You are witnesses against yourselves that you have chosen to serve the Lord." And they replied, "We are witnesses." And then he says, "Now therefore put away the foreign gods that are among you, and turn your hearts to the Lord, the God of Israel." And the people promised Joshua, "We will serve the Lord our God, and will listen to his voice." And so basically it says that Joshua made a covenant with them that day, and made statutes and ordinances for them at Shechem. And then it says Joshua wrote these words in the book of the law of God, and then he took a large stone and set it up there, and basically said that this stone shall be our witness, for it has heard all your words which the Lord spoke to us. It shall be a witness against you, should you wish to deny the Lord. And then Joshua dismissed the people. And then the final part of this chapter is the death of Joshua. It says he died at the age of 110, and yeah, and then just kind of talks about where his remains or his bones were buried and stuff. But yeah. So that's honestly that's an ending I really like because it kind of just summarizes everything that happened in the book of Joshua really well. But next is the book of Judges, which is only 21 chapters, which is pretty short. But I honestly have no clue what this is going to be about. There was nothing really hinting at what the next book could be about. But yeah, that is my reading for today. So I will see y'all in the outro for my final meal. Goodbye. Okay, so I have my last meal here. It's currently like 12:05 right now, or like 12:10, and let's just say I hit my calories for the day with this meal. This might be, oh my god, I'm so excited to eat this. This might be the best meal I've cooked in the entirety of the bulk. So maybe day 100 was special. But I'm gonna be honest, this is what was planned for day 100. But yeah, so that didn't happen, obviously. Yeah, that's all there is to say, I guess. I still need to read. Even though you'll have seen me read already, I still need to read because I didn't read before I left to the gym. But I will put that before this, which does mean that this is the last video for the day. So here's the macros for the whole day. And yeah, let me just put the macros for this meal. Sorry, it's a little confusing. It's like mixed up now, but here's the meal, which is pesto pasta with chicken. Oh my gosh, bro. It was literally meant to be, okay? Because I didn't like the marinara sauce that's in the fridge right now. And I had the pesto, but all the pesto, like recipes had, like, cream in them. So, and I had none, and I didn't buy any. But then I check in the fridge, and we just have, like a tiny bit of heavy whipping cream. So it was just meant to be, to just consume this pesto pasta today. And it doesn't perfectly fit my macros. It goes a little bit over. But considering we were in the 160s this morning, that is what I want. But what else? Yeah, I think that's all there is to say. Yeah. I will see y'all tomorrow for day 101. Hopefully I'm in the 170s. There's no way I'm not after this meal. But yeah, I did everything at the gym, stretch, cardio, workout. What else? Yeah, I will see y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm literally repeating myself. Like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 101. Goodbye.